Hey guys, what's up? So we are finally here. Survivor Series War Games 2024. Let's fucking go. I'm so really excited. Also, if you've been here before, then you know that it's actually been a year since I started doing WWE content on my channel. I have a few videos in my mind thinking where things could go. If you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really excited to do more WWE content, wrestling content in general. But yeah, I did this a year ago. Really loved War Games and how everything came out. It was so fucking good, and I'm really excited for it this year as well. So I am going to give you my predictions for all of the Survivor Series War Games lineup. Let's go. I originally thought that we were only going to get literally 3 matches because there was only 3 matches really reserved up until 24 hours ago. On Raw, they announced 2 more matches, which I was really hoping for, and that's why I waited to do this video till now. First up, we're going with Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. This one, I'm gonna be ever so honest when I get into this one. I have not seen too many segments of this particular match just because it's still kind of fresh and new. Maybe like only 2 weeks of SmackDown this has been going on, I want to say. And I feel like maybe they just threw this one in to get like kind of a start, because I really haven't heard too much for like promos or anything for this. I probably will watch some after I'm done making this video. It's going to be an exciting match. Anything with Shinsuke Nakamura in it, it's always have been an interesting match to me because I love his style of wrestling, and I really didn't see much of him until he fought Seth Rollins like a year ago at Payback or something. So it was really interesting and really exciting. As for LA Knight, I love LA Knight. I love what he's been doing with the championship. He literally customized it to himself. He has done such an excellent run of being on the United States Championship, better than Logan Paul. I will always say that. I will keep saying that. Like a prediction, a pick, if you will. I'm gonna go with LA Knight retaining. This is, I think, is only second defense in a PLE. I feel like this is not his last match with Shinsuke. I feel like him and Shinsuke Nakamura are going to have more matches, and I feel like this is going to be maybe built up to something like at Main Event or at Royal Rumble. Something, but I also don't know if I see him losing the title eventually to Shinsuke Nakamura. I still think my heart is set and destined on Carmelo Hayes to get that belt off of him, but overall, I think LA Knight is going to be retaining. Next, we have Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser for a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh my god, can we just say thank you to having Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus on a PLE? Like, it's been a minute since I've seen Sheamus on a big PLE. I'm happy for him for this opportunity. Also happy for Ludwig Kaiser. This is a great like mid-card like pairing, especially Ludwig Kaiser. I've really never seen him too much in this like matchup. This kind of also reminds me of like when Gunther faced like The Miz last year for War Games. So I'm really excited for this triple threat match. As for who is going to take this championship, I think that it is going to be Sheamus. Sheamus has been a legend, okay? Sheamus is an overall legend ever since he came back. He has been with WWE for so long. I think that Braun Breaker has had an amazing run with this titleship, but I think that it's going to be Sheamus to take on him, especially what happened on Monday Night Raw, how they literally had to get security away from them and Adam Pearce. Overall, I see Sheamus winning. Braun Breaker has had an amazing run with this belt, but I think it's time we get a new IC champ, and I think that it will be Sheamus. Next, we have Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's basically SummerSlam Part 2, if you will, because I went to go see this the first time around at SummerSlam. I was amazed by everything, having Damian being the champion that he was, El Capione, how he was and everything. It was just seriously so fucking cool to see. And then Gunther, I really have not liked Gunther for so long, and my friends will tell you, I don't know. I just didn't like Gunther for too much. But there's something about this man's promos that makes it really not hard to not like him a little bit. He goes hard with the mic promos, okay? I will say that much about Gunther. His style of wrestling. He has truly became an unstoppable, undeniable force. That is who Gunther is. He doesn't cheat at his matches. He's not like a person that would really do that, like some people on the roster. Like, he generally wins his matches like cold cut clean. And then you have Damian Priest. Damian, and how he's built himself up, how he has been pairing with Rhea Ripley, and how he's been out of the Judgment Day, and his mindset and how he has accomplished shit just from getting out of the Judgment Day since SummerSlam. Like, he has been so fucking, like, amazed and incredible. But I don't know. Here's what I think is probably going to end up happening. I see Gunther retaining. Hear me out when I say that. I see Gunther retaining, and then also when it comes to Damian, I feel like there's going to be a chance where he gets the pin, but there's going to be some type of cheating system because the Judgment Day is... They're still out for Damian. They're still out for that. And Finn's probably still jealous, you know. Judgment Day is going to be there. They don't have any matches. It's literally the only person is Liv Morgan who has a match, and Raquel Rodriguez in the Judgment Day. But I see something happening where some sabotageness is going to interfere, and then you might think it might be Damian, but it's probably going to end up being Gunther. So that's what I see playing out. So I definitely see Gunther retaining, but I would love it to be Damian. Now we are going to be getting into the men and the women's war games. We're going to start off with the men's ones, the OG Bloodline versus the new Bloodline. So the new Bloodline is Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Solo Sikoa, and Big Bronson Reed. And then with the OG Bloodline, you have the original OTC, the Tribal Chief, the only person I will be calling the Tribal Chief. It is Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, Sami Uso, and you have CM Punk. The most craziest concept of a War Games is that. Just that, okay? Because when this was first announced and Paul Heyman came back, thank God Paul Heyman is okay after getting fucking driven through a fucking table at Madison Square Garden. Just thank God Paul Heyman is okay and he's back, okay? Just know that first, that I'm excited about that. I truly thought it was going to be Seth. I thought Seth was going to have a change at heart, and that took me by a fucking shocking surprise. But it makes sense. Here's why it makes sense. They gained the opportunity with Bronson Reed, okay? From there, they probably should have known Seth's going to join. It is going to be War Games finalized. Boom, here we go. That wasn't the case. Seth Rollins still said no. But CM Punk, one of the people that Seth Rollins hates with his guts, and also how Seth and Roman used to pair together and used to be together pretty much, it's going to trigger something in Seth. It's going to trigger something in Seth, knowing that the person that he hates the most, and the person that was his brother, and the one that was practically his family, pairing with each other to take down the Bloodline is like the craziest thing to ever come out of it. So it's going to really help future-wise of a Seth frickin' Rollins versus a CM Punk fight, whether that be at Royal Rumble, Mania, somewhere next year, or in 2 years, or in like 6 months or something, like down the line. Like, it's going to help build the story of Seth frickin' Rollins and CM Punk that we have all been waiting for this match. We've been all waiting for this match, okay? So if this is going to lead into CM Punk winning the Royal Rumble or some shit, it's going to be very, very, very important to the story. Then with the Temu version of the Bloodline, like I like to say, or the Wish version of the Bloodline, it's going to be interesting. Jacob Fatu is an unstoppable force. I'm going to put that out there. He's unstoppable and undeniably a huge, like, part of the Bloodline. Not even just with Solo. And the fact that Solo has gained, like, his way through out life and after everything. It's crazy. It's crazy of a concept to even think about. But I'm here for it. Here's what could happen. There's so many possibilities of things that have been scattered throughout the internet that I'm going to repeat, and I want you guys to make your own narrative to this conclusion about it, because it's very interesting to me. The first thing that I heard is that Jacob Fatu has actually been a spy this whole time, and he's spying, and he was sent from Roman to spy on Solo Sikoa. That's the first thing that I heard. So Solo could be switching sides all of a sudden and then going to the OG Bloodline and pairing with Roman at some point. There's the first thing that I heard. The second thing that I heard is actually Paul Heyman is going to be turning on Roman and the OG bloodline and going with Solo and being with Solo, because if you noticed, him and Solo kind of dressed alike. You know, Solo's been having the weekend look going on for him. If you add in what Paul Heyman has been wearing this recent episode of SmackDown when he first just returned, it looks similar to Solo. It looks very similar. Somebody pointed that out, so I wanted to add that in. I was like, okay, this makes a little bit of a weird sense, but yeah, no, it's here. And then I heard something else is that Sammy could be just turning on everybody, because maybe Sammy doesn't like it. Sammy was on the fence about stuff. I don't really see Sammy turning. I thought Sammy was definitely going to turn heel at Crown Jewel. I thought that during that match. But this is going to be an interesting thing. So any of those possibilities could happen. Oh yeah, here's the other one I just thought of. Seth freaking Rollins can interfere with this match and cause them the loss for the OG bloodline and have the Temu version win. I think that is the most leading one that I'm spectating, because listen, you can't help but think that Seth is not fucking mad about this. You can't help think that he's not pissed off about this stuff, because it's enraging a lot of shit, because CM Punk took his position, and I didn't think that we're going to see CM Punk till at least Rumble time. So this is going to be interesting. But I think the one that's pretty much going to lead to my conclusion is that Seth is going to interfere with this match. He's going to cause the OG bloodline to lose in some way, getting interference with CM Punk or Roman. And the Temu Wish version of the bloodline is going to end up winning yet again, because they've had a lot of wins against Roman, and yeah, I think that's what it is. Maybe even actually, now thinking about it, maybe since this is filmed before the SmackDown, before Survivor Series, maybe even the Advantage match, some shit might go down, because it's Jacob Fatu and Jey Uso. So this is going to be interesting, but that's my leading result. Now we have the women's War Games. We have Team Liv Morgan with Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, you got Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and you got Candice LeRae. Then you have basically Team Rhea, or I think it was Team EST or Team Bianca. I think it's Team Rhea. Team Rhea Ripley. You have Rhea Ripley, you have Naomi, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and now I think they added Bayley into this mix, because Jade Cargill is injured. Pretty injured, okay? Because that's going to play a big part of what I think is going to happen and who my result is going to be. As we know, in the Team Rhea side, Bayley and Io Sky, they have not talked to each other or have not really been friends ever since Damage Control basically kicked her out and stopped being friends with her, and Io Sky lost against Bayley at WrestleMania. So it's very strange, and also Bayley was a little bit mad that Naomi was teaming up with Io Sky. Because if you've seen a few SmackDowns, you know that's one of the things that was happening. So hear me out, maybe Bayley sabotaged Jade Cargill to get her spot because she wanted to be maybe reconciling, being civil with Io Sky? You think? You maybe think? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And then the internet thinking that it is Naomi. I don't know. I can't see it too much for that. I don't know if it could be Naomi. It's definitely not Bianca, definitely not Rhea. It's gonna be very interesting. So Bianca won the Advantage match on Raw last night, so we're gonna see how that is gonna play out. Then with Team Liv Morgan side, you know, this is gonna be interesting. Tiffany still has a chance of cashing in, because I did not know that even if you were Money in the Bank winner, Miss or Mr., you could still cash in, because Damian tried to cash in last year on Seth. So, this is gonna be interesting, kind of, because maybe Tiffany still has a possibility of cashing in on Liv. I don't know how that could happen. I don't know what the possibilities of that happening is. Tiffany could cash in. Tiffany could cash in. You just never know. who do I think is going to win? I have a feeling it's going to be Team Rhea. Because maybe it's going to end up being how it was like last year for Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, because they had to pull Becky in because Asuka went to the other side for Team Damage Control, and it was just Team EST, and it was just Bianca. It was Bianca, Charlotte, and Shotzi, and they ended up getting Becky Lynch. So I think Charlotte and Becky being an example, basically how Bayley and Io Sky probably need to work it out, because I think it might be Team Liv Morgan, but I don't have zero clue. From anything that I just stated, I think because of maybe what was an example of what happened last year with Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, how they had to make up during War Games, I think that it will be Team Rhea Ripley that wins for this. I'm gonna go with it, but I also have a bad feeling that I'm gonna be wrong. I don't know. I'm just gonna play around with it and see what goes, and that's my final cause. That's my final leading result. But that is my whole Survivor Series War Games prediction. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn bell notification, that way you know when I upload. And yeah, I'm really excited for War Games. Give me all your predictions in the comments below. I'm really excited for this, and I'll see you guys soon with another video.